Hello Tacticians, it's Nox here, and so is the second Guild War. So make sure you click on that Guild War, click Prepare, choose a region and enlist. You'll then see your defense is automatically populated with the last defense that you had, and then you can let your guild leader know that you've done your part. Before we go into anything else, I would like to say my usual thank yous, and today they go to Merrick Grimaldus, Chisel42, More Lion, Wolf the Third, and The Trento. All of you have used my friend code, and it is very much appreciated, as it really does help me keep on top of things. But now, what have they actually changed with the Guild War? Well, if we start by looking at the Guild War map, not much has actually changed. We still have the Medicae station, which gives the 60% increase in health. We still have the anti-aircraft, which reduces the attackers' flying units' health by 40% for the area. We've got the artilleries, which have 3 shells each, reducing the attackers' health by 20% each. But then we've got some new things. The first one, and possibly most interesting one, is the garrison. Now you get 2 of these on the map. If both are active, you'll get an additional 3 guardsmen defending each area. When you take out one garrison, that'll go down to 2, and when you take out both garrisons, no more guardsmen will be deployed. So depending on the strength of these guardsmen, you may want to find and take out these garrisons quickly. And the strength of the guardsmen is determined by the Guild War level. The second one, which has an area effect, is the armoury, which gives a minor 10% increase in armour to all the defenders. Now, it's quite hard to see how much of a difference this is going to make on paper, so I'm going to withhold my judgment on that one for the moment. But bear in mind that increased armour also applies to the spawned guardsmen as well. And finally, the fortified positions. Each one of those now gets, for only their location, a 10% increase in armour and damage. So when you combine this with the other armour increase, these fortified positions are really living up to their name. With so many buffs now available, and I can imagine even more on the way, it will really be a game now within the game to try and find the best defensive layout for your guild. Already I have seen the headquarters actually pushed forward to hide the Medicae station behind it. With these additional buffs, it really is going to be interesting to see the layouts that guilds come up with to try and fox their enemies. There were a few other small changes as well. The Vox station has gone down in points, so this might be a territory you are willing to give up more easily to protect those which give buffs now. And whilst the anti-air battery and Vox station have had their Warzone tiers, the rarity caps for each team, reduced, the actual number of teams at each rarity has actually stayed the same, as had the ratio per player. All that they've really done is swapped those rarity caps with some of the other ones that they've brought in. The one last thing that was mentioned by Ratatosk on April 4th is that they have implemented improved Guild War matchmaking. So when you're fighting against your opponent, it shouldn't be as one-sided as a few of us out there may have found it in the past. So overall, I'm looking forward to this brand new Guild War to see what it actually brings. However, I would really like a massive overhaul to the war shop. I haven't spent any of my guild currency because, quite frankly, there's nothing in here that I want. Personally, I would like to see ability badges and orbs added in here. It is fantastic that you have got these high-grade materials in here because they are needed to get your characters up to Diamond 3. But we also need to level up their skills and their rarity, and this really needs an overhaul to make it worthwhile. For those who want extra tools to have a look at whilst planning for the next couple of days for the Guild War, Severin has done a fantastic job with his Tacticus Planner app. Within the plan section of Guild War and Zones, you will see that you can actually play around with these zones as if it was in-game. All you need to do is click the Edit War Zones and start switching everything around until you're happy with what it looks like, and then you can make those changes in-game. To me, there are 2 places which are probably going to be moved. One is the supply depot, the other is the Vox station. The reason being, you may want to have the supply depot switch places with the armory, or maybe have the troop garrison back instead of the Vox station, or any other number of combinations you may think of. And not only does he give you one war zone that you can play around with, you've actually got multiple war zones. So if you want to set a few different, you can just make your modifications and then flick between the ones to take your screenshots and share with your guild before settling on that final combination with which you're going to defeat your enemies. So from the time of recording, you've still got just under 3 days to enlist and start preparing for the latest Guild War. If you like these videos, then it would be much appreciated if you at least think about using my friend code, as it really does help me out. Or if you or your guilds are looking for a new home, please reach out to any of the guilds shown, as we'll always welcome new people into our midst. As always, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll be seeing you on the battlefield.